day,
Why?
and it's because last night I was about to set my brakes. Unfortunately, there were none.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Mm-mm.
you mean
So,
last night
mm,
you tried to set your brakes,
yeah.
but there you couldn't set the brakes. Why?
Because I think I was late for no, sorry, after my last class I had a few things to do, so I
Uh-huh.
lost. Yeah, I think it took about 6 minutes after that, and then I checked my
Oh.
schedule. So after our class, that would be my only 20, no, no, 30-minute break for the whole day.
Oh, okay.
But I'm
Uh,
fine.
I'm
Mm-mm.
curious that oh, how about AM teachers? They are
Mm-mm.
already they are home. So
Mm-mm.
if the day ch- if the day changes, then they couldn't set their break times. So
Yes.
how
Mm.
can they make their break time, yeah, set?
Mm-mm. Actually, they cannot. They cannot. You're exactly right. After their shift at 3 o'clock Korean time,
Mm-hmm.
of course, it's still within the day. So the only time they could set it is at 12 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, of course, they'd be asleep at that time
Mm-hmm.
already. So when they come back in the morning, they have no option to set their desired breaks unless there's an available slot. Mm-mm.
Hmm, it's really strange.
Yes.
Then the mint doesn't guarantee teachers break time then.
Mm, exactly. I think that's true. However, you can still talk to the team leaders, if you really don't have any break and you really want to have one, you
Mhm.
can talk to them and they could set a semi permanent break time for you. That's
Okay.
okay.
And I have some questions about your corrections.
Okay.
And the first question is, you said difference between quit and resign. So
Oh.
yeah, but you
Mm-mm.
didn't take any notes.
Specify.
Yeah,
I'm so
specify.
sorry. Did you research on that?
I asked the difference between two words to my
Mm-mm-mm.
friend, and
Um,
she said uh, they are the same meaning, but quit is used in informal situations, but resign is used in formal situations.
she's also correct in a sense, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she's correct. Actually, when we quit the job, we don't, most of the time the word quit is used for AWOL, okay? Or, going out of the company, not going out, but quitting your job in the company without any formal notice, okay, or without formally notifying your managers, meaning you don't submit a resignation letter, so you just go, you just quit your job, okay. But to resign is to formally submit required documents and all those formalities and resign, okay. So when you resign, it's more of like a formal thing. For quitting your job, that can always mean leaving without any notice. Mm, yes. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, I will ask it to my
Okay.
friend again. But as far as I understand it,
Mm-mm.
she tried to say like we use the word quick with our friends. So in
Mm,
informal situations, like casually, oh, I
I
quit my
see.
job, but she didn't explain it this way, but I
Mm,
get the feeling that she tried to explain it this way, like when she talked with her friend, I resigned my job. They
mm-mm.
didn't talk, they didn't say it that way.
Mm,
They just say,
mm,
"Oh, I just quit my job a few days ago," like that. So, but you
She's
think,
right too. She's right
mm,
too. However, formally, yes. To quit one's job is to leave without any notice or without notifying the supervisors.
but if you already if you tell your manager in advance, I want to quit my job, so you have to submit several
Mhm.
documents. Then
Mhm.
you are saying we can use the word quit.
Resign would be better. Because
Mm-hmm.
you already submitted your formal resignation letter, and you could leave without how do you call this, without any consequences, okay, or any punishment from
Mm-hmm.
the company because of that. Because if you quit your job, okay, from what I normally hear here in the company, we were also taught this lesson in our training,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the difference between quit and resign,
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of students ask that, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
not only you, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, to quit the job is to just simply quit, okay, to not submit any resignation, to not inform the managers beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-mm.
And
Okay. But I guess, you can clarify. Try checking some. I'm sure it will be on Google.
mm-hmm.
You
Okay,
can try
but
checking there.
maybe they are different and they can be used in the, how can I say, they have, I mean, they have a different meaning, but
Mm-mm.
in the normal life, if they don't use
Mm,
it like you explained, then I
mm-mm.
think, yeah, yeah. So anyway, okay, I will
Mm-mm.
check it later.
Okay.
And
Okay, okay.
another question is, I said yesterday, if you correct a student's writing, and you said
Oh.
read
Mm-mm.
is a better verb. So
Mm-mm.
what's the difference between them?
Proofread is more formal.
Formal.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that vocabulary is very good because um, to correct is simply to correct. Okay, I don't see the difference between them, but proofread is more formal. Okay, meaning you intensively check the grammar structures,
Mm-hmm.
everything. I just uh, included it as a better expression for that, to proofread. It's more formal because to correct, okay, what teachers do, if
Mm-hmm.
you proofread something, meaning it's really part of your job. Anyone could correct anything or any paragraph or essay, but in this
Mm-hmm.
line of job, okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's the teacher's job to proofread,
Mm-hmm.
to correct, but formally, in a very formal way, which is why I used proofread.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
And number seven, you said it actually I checked my video file and
Mm,
I didn't
mm-mm.
say it waste our money. I added s at the end of the verb waste.
Oh, sorry. I must have not heard it
Okay.
correctly.
Okay, that's
Okay.
all. And you words for practice they
Mm-mm.
and there. I actually saw this word before
Mm-mm.
on our feedback in
Mm-mm.
on my feedback. So
Mm-mm.
how can I pronounce them? So they, it's not
They.
they.
Ah. Okay, yes, because what I normally hear, it becomes more like a D than a hard TH. Okay. The reason why I only try to different hard between soft is because let's try the word think
Uh huh.
and they.
They
Um,
they.
mm-mm.
Oh, so uh, I really actually I can't recognize the difference between th and d sound if I just
Oh.
hear it. When I pronounce th sound, I put my tongue out of between my
Mm.
teeth, But when I hear words, actually, it's really difficult to
Mm,
recognize the difference. But anyway,
it's
so
okay.
when you hear it, you can notice the difference exactly.
Yes, yes.
Oh.
You would hear that most of the times when we not okay, when non-native speakers tend to speak fast,
Mm-hmm.
instead of the teeth being the tongue being between the teeth to produce sounds in the vocal cords for hard th, it becomes like a d, where the tip of the tongue touches the back of the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how you produce D. But
Mm-hmm.
for TH, it's totally different because the tip of your tongue is between your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
They.
They.
And
But
then, okay,
mm,
they.
they, they,
Uh-huh.
they. But actually, even if I put my mouth between my teeth, but
Mm-mm.
I think you do I have to do more except for putting my mouth between teeth?
Your tongue, sorry.
Uh, the
Z,
okay, so so how about this?
z.
They, is it okay? They,
Again,
they,
they.
they.
Louder, sorry. I'm gonna
Mm.
have to ask you to repeat it a bit louder, sorry.
Okay. They.
They. Okay. It's better. It's better. I can still hear a trace of the d sound though. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um how do okay, I'm not sorry. I don't have an NS badge yet.
But you know, I already graduated from NS course.
Uh-huh. Okay, it must be a bit difficult. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You will I guess you could just try to have you ever tried listening to audios of pronunciation between uh D and TH?
If when I hear words, only words, it's
Mm.
easy to recognize the difference. But when
Mm-mm.
it is in the sentence, like
Mm-mm.
they know it like that,
Mm-mm.
it's really hard because they didn't put an emphasis on th
Mm-mm.
sound that
Mm-mm.
much. So it
Mm-mm.
is the same. I mean w sound. When
Mm-mm.
I hear only one word, I can hear the w sound exactly. But
Mm-mm.
if words with w is in the sentence, it's hard.
Mm. Okay, okay. It's because I guess we try to put a lot of emphasis on the W sound because for example the word would.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, many people many students would say would,
Mm-hmm.
okay? Would, which is why we try to emphasize the W sound.
Mm-hmm.
Would,
Would.
would.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yes, that's it. But try to listen more to, for example, audios in a dictionary for the
Mm-hmm.
th sounds and d
Mm-hmm.
sounds. Mm-mm. Okay, because when you say the tip of your tongue touches the
Mm-hmm.
ridge at the back of your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and for the th sound, it's
The,
between your
the,
teeth. Mm-mm. The, but
the.
it's very difficult to distinguish. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because both of them make your vocals vibrate.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, the the the
The,
the.
the. Yeah,
Mm.
the, the, the. But
Yes.
they,
Again.
so you mean they,
Yes.
and there,
Yes.
there.
Yes. Yes.
But but I usually don't pronounce it this way. Do I have to pronounce it? Yeah, words with th. Like, do I have to put too much emphasis or force with? I mean, on my mouth.
mm,
They, there,
they.
there.
It sounds better actually. Uh-uh.
Mm, okay. Yeah, but it's not a meaning word. So as far as I learned, we don't put a lot of emphasis on how can I say it, non-meaning words.
Mm. Yeah, I guess, a lot of non-native teachers tend to say that, like not putting emphasis, especially on articles. Okay, but proper enunciation and articulation does bring you a very long way. But you can take it as it resonates. If you feel the need that it's not really important in your daily speech, then you don't
Mm-hmm.
need to do it. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry too much about it. Yeah, I think you're
Okay.
stressing yourself out.
Uh, because I heard many teachers correct many teachers, how can I say, um, many teachers told me about the W sound to me, while yeah, but you are the first teacher to correct my th sound. So I
Oh.
thought, I thought I pronounced the th sound correctly, but it's not your first time. You wrote th sound on my
Mhm.
feedback twice
Mhm.
or third times. So
Mm-mm.
at first I thought, oh, okay, I have to put my tongue between my teeth. But
Mm.
since you mentioned it several times, so I thought there are something more I have to
Oh.
do. So that's why I'm
Mm.
asking. And then okay, so okay, I will keep
Okay,
in mind and then try
it's
to.
okay.
It's okay.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, it's fine. You know what? Okay, that's fine. Just put more practice into that. I will try to not focus that much on sounds because for soft th, you don't have much problems with that. Okay, for example, words like think,
Three. Mm-hmm.
three, symbol. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yes.
Okay. But I really like that teachers mentioned my
Mhm.
wrong pronunciations. So
Mm-mm.
then, if I don't know, I can't improve my pronunciations. But yeah,
Mm-mm.
so if I know it, I always think
Mm-mm.
when I pronounce something, yeah, I try
Mhm.
to pronounce it in the right way. So yeah,
Mm-mm.
please tell me if I made a
Mhm.
mistake about my pronunciation.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. Even we Filipinos tend to make a lot of how do you call it? It's not particularly wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Our pronunciation. Even Koreans make a lot of pronunciation uh, errors. Okay, we think they're errors, but they're not because they're native to your manner of speaking. But since we're following the American standard pronunciation,
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's why we try to put emphasis on a lot of letters and consonants and vowels. hmm
Okay.
But in real life, I wouldn't really care because
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of friends who speak in very strong accents,
Uh-huh.
and I
Okay.
still understand them, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yes.
get when are you gonna get to know you whether you passed NS course or not?
Oh, I already passed it, but they haven't released my badge.
Why?
Um, because I was a returning teacher, and I would have to take a refresher course for that. Mm-mm.
Uh-huh. So, what
Mm-mm.
kind of a refresher course?
A refresher course is just a very simple NS course, like they go through all the lessons together, but not as intensive as it was before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I
Mm-mm.
see.
Mm-mm.
So, do you know when you can get the badge?
Not yet. I've been
Mm,
asking, and they've been putting it on hold for a long time because there are so many things that the managers have to do. Okay, they
mm,
haven't started the refresher training yet. So,
mm-hmm.
I'd probably give it a few months for now.
Do you want to teach NS course?
I like teaching vowels and consonants,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to stress, I get stressed. Yes.
But you
Mm-mm.
haven't taught stress or intonation course to students.
No, not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
Then
But mm-mm.
why did you say you get stressed out? So when
Because
you learned it,
mm-mm. Yes, when I was learning it in
uh,
Mint, it was stressful for me. Now,
uh-huh,
I wouldn't like to teach a student a subject that I'm not sure about. So I
uh-huh.
guess I would really need to train myself more on that area.
Yeah,
Mm.
right.
Because
So,
yeah, mm-mm,
many students are complaining about teachers
mm-mm,
who teach them stress and intonation course because
mm-hmm,
teachers are not sure their students pronounce some words correctly or not.
mm-mm,
So, yeah, they when students ask them to show an example, they
mm-hmm,
are struggling to yeah,
mm-hmm,
pronounce a sentence with a
mm-hmm,
beat
mm-mm.
or
Oh,
with the exact intonation. So
yes.
yeah, anyway,
Mm-mm,
it's even though yeah, even though teachers already passed NS course, but it's
mm-mm,
not it is a different thing to teach students, yeah, stress and intonation course.
mm-mm. I agree. I agree. I think there are so many how would you call it, loopholes to the
Hmm.
NS course that I wouldn't really like to talk about because it's very difficult. In a way, some students are very right. They have a point. Teachers tend to teach different things, and then when the student goes to another teacher, he or she learns something different. Okay,
Hmm.
and then she would say, but my teacher taught me this.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
we have a very difficult time explaining that to them.
Hmm.
I want to avoid it at all costs for now. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yes. But okay, what would since you have finished it, Elia, what would you say about the NS course? Was it very beneficial to you?
I have the same opinion with you. I think course, I mean vowel and consonant, they are really good. But
Mhm.
stress, I don't think native speakers uh, don't speak with
Mhm.
consonant beat. So we have
Mhm.
to speak with the consonant beat, but it's impossible. And when it
Mhm.
comes to intonation,
Mhm.
there are some rules, but they say there are always exceptions. So when I hear native speakers speaking, they don't follow the rules of stress and
Mhm.
intonation that I learned from NS course. So
Mhm.
I think it's better to, yeah, it's good to know the basic information about stress and
Mhm.
intonation, but it's really hard to adjust to the rule I've learned. So I think it's
Mhm.
better to follow what native speakers say, and
Mhm.
then I think I can really learn it. How can I say? With my heart.
Yes, wholeheartedly. No, you're right, Alia. Unfortunately, though, in some universities and even in ESL teaching academies, native speakers always teach stress and intonation, but they did not learn it as they were growing up.
Mhm.
I think if you ask your native speaker friends,
Mhm.
they would tell you the same. They did not really learn stress and intonation growing up.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. Okay. I think it's better if you want to improve that your stress and intonation, pick it up from your environment. It's easier that way. Oh my God,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get into trouble for this. Okay. But I don't like it. I'm being very blunt and honest with you. I don't. But it's good. It's good in a way.
Yeah.
It improves your speed of speaking, but
Uh,
if you can learn that from your environment without having to stress yourself out.
Yeah. Um, Actually, I didn't improve my MSAT score when it comes to pronunciation after I graduated from NS course. But
Mhm.
many students said it's really good after they learned stress and intonation course. Their pronunciation or the way they speak English
Mhm.
had changed a lot. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, yeah, I didn't have that kind of experience,
Mhm.
and maybe I don't know why.
Did you get a high score on your MSET in terms of pronunciation?
Before I started NS course, my
Mhm.
level was 6, but after I
Mhm.
started it, my level went down went down to 4, and then after I graduated and I practiced NS course by myself, my
Mhm.
level becomes 6 again. So my level goes back to the level before I
Mhm.
started NS.
Oh my gosh. What do you interpret about that? Say it
I
honestly.
I don't know. But other students said their pronunciation level has improved a lot
Mhm.
at MSAT test.
Mhm.
So maybe the problem would be me, not
Mm.
MSAT. I'm not NS course.
Mm. Okay, okay. It's good you're reflecting on yourself. I experienced the same thing too with my MSET test. We because we have one examiner. I think it depends on the examiner. If you
Mhm.
want, you can try taking the test multiple times, but if you can, try to request a different examiner
Mhm. Okay.
because they can be a bit biased sometimes. I'm just
Mm,
saying.
mm,
Okay. Anyway, Elia, what more? Ask me something else if you have any questions.
I can think of any questions right now.
Mm-mm.
Hmm, yeah.
Okay, okay. Do you plan to ever take the MSET again?
Actually, I had to take the MSAT test
Mm-hmm.
um, 15 days ago, but
Mm-hmm.
I have one question. So,
Okay.
okay, it's another one. It's another question. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to postpone it for another day. Do you think this sentence is natural?
I'm going to have to postpone it for another day?
Mm-hmm. If
No.
you no, it's not natural.
I'm going to have to postpone it for another day. Hmm. Okay, it's correct. It's
Mm-hmm.
correct. However, I would personally say
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to postpone it. No, no, no. Okay, what do you think is wrong about this sentence?
Um, the, I when I watched the YouTube and he I mean the native speaker, the how can I say, the YouTuber,
YouTuber.
okay, the YouTuber was a native speaker, and he
Mm-mm.
said they don't use postpone when they want to cancel or so they he said we have to use put off instead of postpone. So postpone is a really formal word. So,
Ah, that's why. He's
oh,
correct. I
mm-hmm,
I really do agree that he's correct. The reason is because if I were creating this sentence, I would have removed. it for another day, or maybe I would have changed postpone to put off, okay,
Mm-hmm.
to temporarily put off. So he's right. You can use postpone. For example, I'm going to have to postpone our class, okay,
Mm.
but to accompany postpone with an adverb or an adverbial clause, I think it's not very grammatically correct. So what he said was right. I think it's better if you use put off.
So I want to postpone our class. It's acceptable, you mean?
Yes, or
Uh-huh.
yes, it's correct. Okay, or instead you can also say I'm going to have to delay our class for another day. Okay, or
Mm.
extend something like that, but not postpone.
So in what situation I can use postpone in this meaning?
Mm-mm-mm. Yes, yes, you can.
I mean, in
For this class?
I mean, no. In what situation? What situation can I use postpone as the meaning of put off? So when I
Oh.
have plans with my friends, and I want to cancel it or I want to make it on other day,
Mm.
then you are saying it's not proper to use
Oh,
postpone.
it's proper. It's proper. It's just in this sentence you provided, it was very ambiguous. Okay, not very grammatically correct. You can use postpone.
But
Mm-mm.
the YouTuber said it's not proper. Postpone is really a formal word. So if I want to cancel the appointment with
Mm-mm.
my friends,
Mm-hmm.
I was
Ah.
planned to hang out with my friends, but
Mm-mm.
I have something to do. So then it's better to say I wanna put it off. But
Yes.
if I say I want to postpone
Mm-mm.
it, it's
Mm-mm.
wrong. He said it's really, really a formal word. They don't use postpone when it comes to hanging out with canceling. How can I say? Canceling going out with their friends.
Mm-mm-mm. Exactly. He's right. Okay. Postpone is a very informal word, so maybe I would suggest you to use the word reschedule or put off or, yes, delay.
Mm-hmm.
He's right. You can use postpone for formal classes or meetings. I'd suggest that.
Okay, okay, I see.
Yes. Mm-mm. Reschedule, rearrange. Okay. I'll look for some words later.
Okay.
Okay. Elia, I have to go now.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Thank you, and I'll see you again tomorrow, and we'll continue your questions if you have any more. Okay?
Okay, see you
Take
tomorrow.
care. Goodbye, Elia. Sorry
Bye.
we didn't cover our lessons.
No problem. Bye.
Okay, bye.